Good afternoon, London. My name is Hina, and I am coming to you from the Master Shah Tao Center here in London with one of our center leaders, David Lash. So, welcome, David. Thank you so much for being here for this afternoon's Facebook Live.
Thank you. I'm happy to be here with everyone.
Well, David, we are having an upcoming workshop called The Spiritual Way of Financial Abundance, Level 1, October 29th and 30th, and Level 2, December 3rd and 4th. So my first question is what does finances have to do with spirituality?
This is a very beautiful question. Everything is a field of information, energy, and matter. Everything in your life, everything in life, animate and inanimate, is a vibrational field of information, energy, and matter. Your system, organ, body parts have their own fields of information, energy, matter. Every relationship has a field between it. Like, that's why you feel differently maybe with your brother than your sister or your boss. Everything is information, energy, matter, including your finances. Your finances have a personal financial vibrational field of information, energy, and matter. For some people, there is, and many people, negative information and also positive information in this field. And so what we want to do is we want to get rid of the negative and increase the positive so our financial vibrational field can be bigger, brighter, lighter, more in resonation, and more flourishing.
So, David, when you say our finances are based on our information fields and we have negative and positive information, I'm assuming negative information that you speak of is like negative mindsets about finances, or can you give us some examples of what is negative information and how does that correlate to the negative manifestation or the matter level?
Beautiful. And yes, you're correct. Negative mindsets, attitudes, beliefs, ego, attachments, they're part of the negative information. Yet there's also the heart blockages, the greed, the jealousy, the competition, the fighting. And we see that in business. We see that in careers and places where we make money, where we obtain our finances. As well as the soul blockages are the negative information, the negative virtue, if you want to use the word virtue. And yes, because information directs the energy, which directs the matter, you will think, you will speak, and you will act out this information. So information is a form of intelligence, it's wisdom, it's power, and it's ability. So if you have a new product, you are designing that product with information that then comes in the manifestation in the matter level. If you have a blueprint for an architectural drawing, that information determines the manifestation of the building. And if you look at your bank account, what is it? It's largely information, because the actual money in the banking system doesn't actually fully exist for the information that's in your account. If you have a lot of information in your bank account or in your investments, your assets, your portfolio, it's clear you have at least some positive financial information. But even those with extremely positive financial information could have a large negative. How many of them have lost millions or have had some of their companies fail? Or what may be in there when you have lots of debt, credit card debt, too many loans, not enough positive coming in, it also show your negative financial information.
So there are many programs and many business or financial coaches out there that speak about positive affirmations. Like they do a lot more, I feel, on a mind level. So what is different about this workshop that the Master Shutdown Center will be holding? What makes it different from all the, I don't know, hundreds, probably
Maybe thousands, yeah,
of business coaches out there who are super popular, famous, but and they have had their own successes, but when it comes to their thousands of participants, we don't hear much.
yeah. Well, obviously some people are out there doing some great work. We don't know all of them. And some people do get results, just like some people who follow a diet get really great results, and others may not get the results they were desiring. So there's obviously the wisdom, and then there's the application. And for some people, maybe it's more knowledge because it's very dependent on a certain type of industry, that when that industry changes or goes away, it no longer works. So for example, I was just watching on YouTube Matt Damon speaking how, in his opinion, the movie industry has changed in the movies you create because of the change of technology. And he was saying that when you made a movie before, there was like a huge revenue in the initial rollout to theaters, and then almost as huge revenue in the DVD release. And he said now that the DVDs have vanished, they can't make some of these love stories or these movies they made in the 90s, maybe the early 2000s, because there's that DVD revenue isn't there. So they can't cover the cost or even make the revenue on some types of movies, so they don't make them anymore. And at least maybe not in the way they did. And I'm not an expert in this. I was just watching that. So that financial information was dated because it was tied to a technology that's now outdated. And so some of these teachings out there are like that DVD. They're connected to something that's dated. Now, additionally, of course, affirmations and everything works. But when you look at the mind over matter techniques, they're great, but they're not deep enough. We go to soul over matter. Soul can make things happen. Soul being that content of the information inside of you. So if it's not in your information, you cannot manifest it. So you can do all the affirmations you want, all the visualization techniques, but if it's not there, it's not coming. Just like if you don't have that certain amount of money in your bank account, it's not coming either. Something has to go into your bank account for it to then come out and manifest somewhere else. If you don't have enough positive financial information in your record, in your soul, in your financial vibrational field, you can do all the creative visualization you want, all the affirmations you want, it's not going to manifest. So what we do here is we transform your vibrational field. We work on releasing the negative information and increasing the positive information. You got to do both. The negative can block you. You may have a lot of money in your bank account, but if you have a lawsuit holding it up, you can't access it. Or you can't use it because there's a concern you're going to lose it here. So we got to clean up the negative. We got to increase the positive. And then we're going to put you into some planning and some processes that will help you to get clear, to focus on what matters in your project and your goal, and to set aside the time, but stay away from things that are maybe not important or not dependent on your project being accomplished. And what people will learn in these workshops, The Spiritual Way for Financial Abundance on November 29th and 30, level 1.
October 29th and 30th.
October 29th and 30th. Glad you're listening. And level 2 is December 3rd and 4th. You're going to learn how to do all this, but it can be more than finances. We've had people come and they work on projects. They work on what they learn and put it in a project or a program that may or may not lead to finances. So for example, last year we did have a student. She created 3 different programs in her business, and she was able to successfully launch them. She's coming back. She wants more inspiration. She wants more transformation. But we also have a student who, they have their own nonprofit, and they used it to help get a grant from the government to really help some unfortunate situations and some people who are just kind of in low times. We love everyone here. The other thing that I would say makes us different is coaches, traditional coaching. Okay, I'm talking about traditional coaching. They assume you're totally normal and you have all the answers. Otherwise, they would recommend you go see a psychologist or a psychiatrist or a medical health professional. So traditional coaching, I'm not talking about a branch off it somewhere else. You can say, well, no, that's not my form of coaching. You're probably correct. Traditional coaching assumes you have everything you need and you just need a little guidance to structure you. We keep it open. You may have everything you need and need a little structure, but what we look upon is you probably have some things you don't need, which is the negative information, the negative mindsets, attitudes, beliefs, and you may need more positive information, and you may need some spiritual guidance, some spiritual readings, a spiritual practice to help bring out your highest alignment, your highest purpose, and to boost you forward in a way that really empowers you in all levels of your vibrational field, your information, your energy, your matter. You can think of it like an app. You have version 1, it can do so much, but if you stay at version 1, you may not get that full vision. So we want to update your app to a higher version so that you can do more in your informational field.
Okay, perfect. So I think from what I understand, this workshop is going to be a fully comprehensive workshop because our participants will learn how to transform the negative information in their bank account to positive. And then we'll also be giving them practices and tools to change the energy, the matter, keep you accountable, in other words. So we're not just leaving the people to kind of like, this is what you do, good luck, bye-bye. We actually walk you through, keep you accountable, check in every so often, and there is a follow-up workshop. So this is great. This sounds completely like an amazing workshop, and it sounds like you have all the different levels covered, the information, the energy and matter level covered. So thank you so much for everyone who are listening, for joining. And there you can see the link for the spiritual way of financial abundance. There is a workshop package, which is level 1, October 29th and 30th, and level 2, December 3rd and 4th, for a very special package deal. So please join us. And if you're interested in knowing more and you would like to join us for a complimentary evening, we do have our Wednesday night Tao Healing Technology complimentary evenings, which would be tonight, 7 p.m. United Kingdom time. And today's topic is about financial abundance. The team will have that, the link up there as well. And the free, yes. So the free event, Tao Healing Technology, yes. Okay, there it is. The spiritual way for financial abundance. Make it happen now. The link's in the description. So please join us. And if you know anybody who is struggling with their finances, their abundance mindset, the not good enough, or I don't have enough, I need to keep saving, I can't spend, all these all these negative mindsets really do keep a cap on how much we can actually earn. And one thing that the Tao calligraphy healing field and our teachers like David Lushier has actually taught repeatedly is that the spiritual way to look at life is that there is unlimited abundance. There's unlimited flourishing that's open for all of us. And it's just a matter of how do I get it? And for us at the Master Sha Tao Center in London, it is the Tao calligraphy healing field created by the founder, Dr. and Master Jigong Sha. So please join us because we have the tools, we have the information fields. All you have to do is show up, trust, and do the practices. So thank you so much, David, for joining us today in our Facebook Live. And do you have any closing words before we log off for today?
Everyone, pause for a moment and just think about it. If your vibrational field stays the same, how much difference in your life can you expect? It's the same thing with working out. If you don't work out, you're going to look the same, maybe even worse. If you work out over time, you can balance your health. You got to sleep well. You got to eat well. You need exercise. These are what, 3 of the major health prevention methods all of us are empowered equally to do in our life. If you want a transformation in your finances, and maybe it's just the way you feel about it, think about, relate to it. If you want more abundance, you have to change your vibrational field. Angry people generally get angry if they continue doing what they're doing. Fearful people stay the same or get fearful. Those who do not make a change continue to get what they're already getting. If you never do anything different, you'll never be more than you are now. If you want to grow, if you want to evolve, it's time to get a little uncomfortable and find the comfort in the uncomfortableness. If you want to transform your financial abundance, you got to start on the informational level first. Therefore, this event, these series of events take you to the root level. They take you deep down into your vibrational field. It is spiritual. It's not religious. It is deeply spiritual transformation. We will look at the past, the present, the future. We're also going to put you into action. So when you're ready to transform your life, come. If you're not ready, don't come. But when you're ready, come. You will love it. Your life will transform.
Well, there you have it, folks. Please join us. If you're ready, join the workshops. If you're not ready, join us tonight and at least get a taste of the pear. And you will be shocked at how quickly you notice the changes in your life. As David mentioned, in order to get the changes that we are searching for, it's a matter of transforming our information fields. And the Master Sha Tao Center is the place to do it. So I thank you so much. Once again, my name's Hina, coming to you from the Master Sha Tao Center here in London. Thank you to everyone watching. Please share this message. Allow the Master Sha Tao Center in London to serve you, your family, your loved ones, and anyone you think who needs to hear this message. Thank you, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.